Today we're going to be checking out the A-Case portable paint station. So to do that, what better way than to go visit our friendly local game store. Today we're looking at the A-Case portable paint station. So like I mentioned, we are at Game Preserve, our friendly local game store. So we're going to take a deep dive and get this set up and take a look at what's all inside. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at what is inside, kind of what comes with this as well. So first off, you have a nice big pocket in the front. This is kind of what I store when I'm on the go with it. I have these are some cables and some stands for some lights. They're magnetic on the bottom, so they'll go in front. So if you want to create a lit area, you have lights for in front. You also have lights that'll be on top, so we'll show more of that in just a little bit. I also have my wet palette that I store in the front pocket, along with a portable battery pack to power the lights. These will go on the stands or the trays to kind of make like a work area, so I'll show how that's done here in just a minute, along with some extra pins. And so the pins, I'll show you inside, kind of help keep the trays in place, but on the back side you have a Velcro strip here, and this is a backdrop. So it's a cloth that you can lay down from the top to the bottom to create kind of like a backdrop for your minis, if you want to take some pictures or just create a work area. So we'll show more of this in just a little bit. Opening up inside, you have 3 trays. So this bottom tray has kind of a shelf for it for some paints. I keep some brush conditioner in here as well as a water cup. So this is a water cup that comes with the portable paint station. Small one, carry it around, easy to carry around. It is magnetic on the bottom, so it will stick to the bottom in place. I know that their paint handles are also magnetic, so it's a good addition. If you get their paint handles as well, they'll be magnetic to the trays. The other trays, I usually have some minis in here that I'm going to be working on. So right now I have some Sigmar iNet Deepkin minis that I'm working on painting. And then you also have a top tray. This one is real nice to store some paintbrushes and lights. So more on these trays. Each tray has a place for 2 pins that you can attach. So these are metal pins. You kind of loop them with some rubber bands, and then they go on the inside to keep the trays in place. So I say from experience, it's good to have these in. When I was packing stuff up, the brushes tilted a little too far forward. They all fell out. So if I had the pin in place, that wouldn't have happened. But it's nice when you're sliding these in. There's places on both sides. So there's holes on both sides of the tray where you're sliding these in, where you can insert the pin. And that's going to keep that tray in place on that side. All right, so taking a look here at the front and how we're going to get this work area set up. So the case comes with these 2 basically connections of a sort. So what they're going to do is you grab 2 trays, and they're magnets inside of it, so they kind of just snap together once you have them in place. You're going to find that front end where the pin usually attaches to, and it's going to slide right into the middle. So you see there's 2 magnets here. Okay. And that's just going to slide right in the center there. Do the same for the other side. Then what you're going to do is take these off here, another tray, exact same, and they're going to go right on the other side. So if you're taking a look at this, this is going to be your work area where your paint's going to be. So you can kind of slide that in there if you want to. Otherwise, you can leave it just down. I usually leave it down. And then looking at this, you've got 4 different kinds of lights, or 2 different kinds of lights, 4 total, come with the paint station. So we're taking a look here. You're going to pop this off USB. They're going to insert it into here. Off to the side, this is where that portable battery pack is going to come in place. You've got a cable here. So it's a USB cable. So I'm going to grab my battery here and plug that in. So you can see it creates a very well lit area. So if I get one of my models out here, it's a very well lit area, so you can kind of see where you're painting. That's always been the drawback for me as far as wanting to go out and paint somewhere, whether it be at a hobby night, with friends, in the community. It's always the lighting that has kind of drawn me back and not really sure what I want to do about it. This pretty much solves that immediately. I love having the lights here. It has a nice work area. Everything is really packed in nice together to take with you. It's in a small bag. So it's really, for me, it's been that perfect solution. And if you want even more light than what's on top, this is where that second set of cables and lights come into play. So if you get a battery, you're going to want to make sure you have 2 USB outlets on the battery, because this one, they don't connect together. You could probably get some kind of a splitter to make it a little bit easier if you want. But like I said, they're magnetic. So they set right on your work area in the tray. Go ahead and plug that in. And this is where you grab the other 2 lights that came with you. Came with the portable paint station, these 2 smaller lights. You're going to slide them right in here for even more light. So this really helps with getting rid of those shadows, darker areas when you're painting. You really want to have adequate amount of light. So when you're on the go, I know my game group, we have kind of community nights where we'll get together and just hobby at a local cafe, board game cafe, at the FLG. I mean, really anywhere you go, this now makes it so much easier to paint on the go with having adequate lighting. Finally, we showed this in the beginning when we were taking everything out of the bag. You have a backdrop. So this would be a nice area to put up if you want to take some pictures, if you want to create a nice backdrop for your mini or work area. So at the top, there are 2 pins. So if you slide these pins out, they will actually go right into the side where you would usually slide those pins in, if I can find it, to secure the trays in. So you can easily just slide those pins in there. And you have a nice little backdrop. And these are magnetic, so of course they're going to keep the bottom in place. And your magnets, if they're magnetized on the bottom, they'll stay magnetized through that. So it really keeps everything in place and makes it a nice looking work area. Again, if you want to take some pictures, you can kind of take these down, or you can leave them up, and it gives a nice backdrop, showcase what you're working on. Really, to wrap everything up, we'd like to thank A-Case for sending us the portable paint station. Really, I mean, this is a game changer for me. So it's so much more motivating to get out, to go paint, to go to hobby nights, because I'm not confined to my desk with my lighting that I really prefer. I have lighting with me. I can carry all my paint. I can carry my wet palette. I have a shelf for my minis I want to work on, all in a very small, easy to carry and take with me case. So this is something that I'm going to be taking with me to really all my hobby nights from now on. When we go to a board game cafe or have a hobby night here or in the community at a friend's house, perfect solution for me to take with me. And honestly, this is honestly a great bag if you have a Spearhead too. So when I'm not using it as a portable paint station and I'm playing Spearhead, I've not had any problems fitting any of my Spearhead armies into it. So this is something that we rarely recommend. If you're interested, definitely go take a look at the A-Case website and get yourself a portable paint station. Talk to you guys later. Thank you.